Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for today's video because we are diving into a full face of Huda Beauty. I have a bunch of different products in the line. One thing that I haven't used recently, and it's the new shades of the blush filter, so we're gonna dive into those as well, which I'm really excited for. But you guys, that is what we're doing today. Now before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look using a full face of Huda Beauty products, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, I haven't done this in a while where I've done a full face of a brand, and I've been playing around with a bunch of like different products recently. But one of my favorite things has been the Huda Beauty blush filter. So I decided finally gonna play around with these. There's 3 new shades. I picked them up while I was overseas, brought them back with me, and I was like, we need to dive into those. Before I do anything else, I need to see what those colors are about because they're beautiful for spring. Can we just appreciate these shades? They're absolutely gorgeous. But then I was like, I don't have a bunch of new products, so I figured we would play around with a full face of Huda Beauty. There's a couple things that I don't have, like a contour. I have a bronzer from Huda, but not contour. So there's a couple things that I might have to supplement in, but otherwise, we're gonna dive into a full face. To start out with the Huda Beauty New Nude. This is a throwback. This I absolutely love. I have used it so much. It gets a lot of love. I haven't dove into it recently because I've been really enjoying the Rose Quartz palette, but I was like, you know what? What haven't I used in a while that was absolutely one of my go-tos? And it's this. And this is when she introduced the Crush Pearl shimmers. So I'm gonna go ahead, prime my eyes. We're gonna dive in and play around with all the Huda Beauty products I have on my table in front of me and see what we come up with. Okay, you guys, as much as I love the new releases, sometimes I have to remind myself to dive back into the collection and play with the things that used to bring me so much like fun and joy. Like there's so many fun eyeshadow palettes in my collection that I haven't used in a while, and I'm like, I need to go back and do that. Now, pulling out like this palette, definitely one of those that I used quite a bit. Really enjoyed the color story. It has some of the neutral shades, but then I also like that you have these deeper like plummy purple, and it's not really a mauvey pink, it's just kind of like a purpley pink. I do love this insert. It is absolutely stunning. And I'm kind of bummed that she's not releasing any large eyeshadow palettes, but there also hasn't been any discussion about new eyeshadow palettes. And I was like, oof, is she done with eyeshadow palettes? I would like to see something new. I do enjoy Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes. Now you guys, looking at this, and I mean, I could keep it light, airy, and neutral. I mean, it's fairly neutral, but I kind of want to stick with some of like the pinky purples. I'll pop into the shade Tickle. I don't know why I look crooked. All right, just on my fluffy crease brush, picking up some product, put it into the crease, the outer V. Are there any other brands that you would like to see full face? I may not have all of their stuff, but I'd be willing to pick it up and try it out. The one thing I do enjoy though, when I am doing my makeup, is that not everything is from the same brand. There's so many products that I like in one area of a brand that I might not like everything that they have to offer. That is not the case with Huda. I really enjoy her brand. I love her complexion products, which we're gonna dive into here in a minute. But for being an oily gal, her products really do help my skin. I do also have an affiliate with Huda. I'll link it down below so you can check it out. That only just recently happened. But you guys, I have been a die-hard Huda Beauty blush filter, setting powder, like I love it. All right, really pretty, just starting out. We'll probably blow this out a little bit more like after we get everything else done. I think I'm gonna go into the shade Spanked. We're gonna pick that up on the fluffy crease brush first. I don't know why I always try and like blend them together, and then we'll deepen it up with the compacted smudge brush after. You guys, last night we had the Surface Warrior Ball, which was a lot of fun. I got all glammed up, which that should be the video prior to this, so definitely go check that out if you want to see just my formal makeup. But I didn't use anything new in that video either. I have new products to try. I want to play with some of the stuff that I haven't gotten to use in a while. All right, so we're building this up. All right, I'm gonna switch over to my compacted smudge brush. And right here. I didn't know this was the color story I was gonna go with when I picked this shirt, because it is a moment. Who are you barking at? Dixon is barking at someone outside. He's protecting the house. Sir, they're not scared of you. Hi, you want out? Come here. We have to take an intermission for Dixon. Hi. Hello, Bubba. Are you keeping me safe? Are you keeping me safe? I appreciate it. You're such a good guard dog. They're so scared of you. Do you want to lay down in my lap? I'm gonna finish getting ready. He doesn't know that where I'm going later. Planning on taking him with me. He hates when I start getting ready because he's like, oh, she's about to leave me. Oh, you left me. He just jumped out. But he has no idea that he gets to go with me because I'm gonna meet up with Jamie and Rob at a brewery later, and they have an outside area, so I think they're bringing their dogs, and Dixon gets along with them so well. All right, I am gonna go back into my fluffy crease brush because I'm getting a little bit of skipping here, and that's just my lids. But if I wiggle back and forth, it'll help smooth it out. And there we go, nice and smooth. I'm gonna go into the shade Love Bite. This one I'm gonna pick up on my pencil brush. This one's from Sigma. Yeah, it's the Sigma Pencil E30. This one I'm just gonna drag along the lash line, just so slightly. It just gives some depth in that shadow. Now, I feel like I need to swatch the Crushed Pearl shimmers because it's been a minute and I don't remember what they look like. But they're still so creamy and buttery smooth. Ooh, okay. So those are the 4. And I'm thinking, what is it? I don't know if I want to go, I think I might put this one in the center, which is the shade Fantasy, and then Daydream in the inner corner. I think that's what I'm going to do. Why waste the swatches? Oh, that's gorgeous. I love this shade. And then this light purple. I love that. And then if I was gonna, I mean, this shade right here would be really pretty on the brow bone, which is Crave. Just tap, tap. Oh, how blinding is that? I could use that as my highlighter. Ooh, gorgeous. Even after putting that on my eye, like there's still a lot of product. Gorgeous. I need to use a brush to like blur that out a little bit. We're gonna take this. Without everything being done right now, it looks kind of crazy. Trust the process. But it is, I think it's gonna be my like brow bone highlighter. Eyeshadow palettes are so versatile, like you can do so much with the powder. Okay, I think I need to grab, where's my silicone brush? It's right here. Just ever so slightly in the inner corner. I'm gonna pick up the shade Daydream and just finesse and smooth. Really pretty. Okay, I'll go do this eye, I'll be back. Okay you guys, we are gonna dive into some complexion products. I have the Easy Blur Primer. When I received this the first time, I only used a little bit of it, and this is a non-silicone primer. But I was talking to somebody and they're like, you should actually, like, don't use it sparingly, but also like let it set in. And I try to tap my product in. And then my favorite area to like try and blur is my lines up here. But the Easy Blur foundation is one of my favorites. It doesn't matter what primer I use, it always looks really good. And it is gonna get rid of all of this redness. My skin is gonna look so good. Nice and smooth, really pretty. And then we're gonna do one side so you can see on this side what it looks like compared to my like normal skin. All right, and I have mine in shade Macaron 230N, and this has 1.5% niacinamide as well, so there's some good skincare benefits in here. I only use a little bit and then build if I need to. It is so good. Guys, look how gorgeous it is. And this is, if you wanted it a little bit more sheer, I love that it's buildable. You could go in and just go heavy if you want to, but if you just want like light coverage, it's so beautiful, so gorgeous. My skin, like you can see how smooth it is. Some like a pore right there that I probably didn't like put the primer on good enough, but the setting powder is gonna take care of that. I'm just gonna add a little bit more in. I don't know that I necessarily need it, but it's fine. Like, look at the difference. It's absolutely gorgeous. Definitely one of my favorite foundations. It just covers everything. And it still has like that glowy effect. I, however, because I do get a little bit oily, like right through here, will set it and it'll mattify down. Now I'm going to do everything else too on this side just so you can see the difference. So I have the Huda Beauty, what is this? The Tantour. It's the contour and bronzer cream. Mine's in the shade light. And even though it says it's light, it's still a really good shade for me. You guys, I need to reorder this. Actually, is it still available? I haven't ordered this in a while, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. You don't need a lot for it. Look how like just light and subtle that is. I just dip in ever so slightly because building is key. Gorgeous. And just a light brush of color up here. Nothing too intense, but it adds some of the color back in because it is a lighter shade. I do need to get an updated shade for my foundation. And then of course the jawline. You guys, I have not worn dangly earrings in a while. And then the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. Love this. I have mine in shade Marmalade. You don't need a lot of this either. Just doop, doop, doop. That's it. That's all you need. And I only use it because I need to, like, I like to brighten up underneath my eye. If you don't need it, don't use it. But I just like it to be a little bit of a different tone right there. Especially when I use the banana powder setting spray or setting powder. So a little extra coverage. And then I have these three. We are going to swatch them. I'm going to blend them out a little bit, but I want to see the shades before I choose which one. And I think I know which one I want to use. All right, so we're going to start with this one right here. This one is Bubblegum. Ooh, that is really pretty. Then we have Sunset Lychee. Ooh, that is actually really pretty. I was not expecting it to be, it's a little bit deeper than the actual bottle shade. And then we have Intense Guava. This one makes me nervous and I'm like, ooh, this is definitely why you don't put it straight onto your skin sometimes. Oh, look at that. Okay, you guys. Now we're going to, I'm going to tap them out or blend them out a little bit just so we can see. Okay. Really pretty. Oh, that one is gorgeous, but I don't know if that's the vibe today. This one I'm gonna have to play around with like after work one day. I kind of, with my eye color that's going on, actually, could I do one dot of this and then a couple dots of this? This makes me nervous. Really pretty though. I need to like swatch all of the shades because they're so gorgeous. You know what, we're gonna do it. We're gonna, but I always like mix mine in with Cotton Candy. This is by far one of my favorites and I'm kind of like, ooh, do I do Cotton Candy and Intense Guava? I'm just thinking about this eye look. I'm gonna do one dot of this. We're gonna do it back here. That's it, that's all. And then we're gonna do Cotton Candy. Boop, 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 boop. Usually I only do 3 of this one, but this shade, I'm intrigued to see what this one little dot looks like. Oh, okay. I feel like I could probably add another dot of Intense Guava. I feel like it complements this eye look. Do we need like just one more? Because remember, I'm going to put setting powder on this, so it's going to tone down a little bit. Okay, I know it looks crazy. I know it looks intense, but once we set this, trust the process. All right, so Banana Bread. This shade is a little bit deeper only because my foundation is a little bit lighter than I would normally go right now. But this is also why I get to use Banana Bread, which when I made a purchase, I accidentally ordered Banana Bread. I used Cupcake, which is a lot lighter. But you make do, you use the product. And when I have lighter foundations that need to be deepened up a little bit, I use Banana Bread. All right, so. What pores? Who had pores? It looks so good, you guys. It is one of my favorite complexion lines. Look how flawless my skin looks right now. She is filtered and flawless, and the pores have disappeared. Even the lines, they're smoothed out. She's got some issues, and we need to cover them. So gorgeous. Absolutely love this. I need to finish this side of my face and then I'll come back and we'll do the rest of the eyeshadow. Okay, full face, fully blurred, looks gorgeous. This is definitely one of those that like I will repurchase. I love this foundation. Now we need to finish off the under eye and then like look at this highlight. Now that everything else has like come together, that shade is a gorgeous highlighter. Diving back into Tickle picked up my little tiny compacted smudge brush. I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap it underneath. And into the shade Love Bite. This one's just gonna stay in the outer V area. Only because I didn't use too much of it, I only used the pencil brush to just put it in there. I am gonna go back into Spanked on my fluffy crease brush and on the outer edge, just make sure we deepen that up a little bit. And then pencil brush, we're going back into Love Bite and just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle on the lash line. Fun, colorful, beautiful. All right, now for the inner corner and brow bone and then the rest of the highlight, we're gonna go into the shade Crave. Really pretty, picking it up on my little pencil brush right here at the inner corner. And then switching over to my fluffy brush. This brow bone. I might have to pick this up on my finger just to like get it the same as my right eye. Oh, as a highlighter, this is gorgeous. Like just a smattering of the glitter particles. That is really pretty. Especially because there's so many different shades of glitter in here. There's like, what is it, pink and gold, a little bit of like a minty green. This is a gorgeous shade for highlighter. Gorgeous. Love this. All right, I do need to go do my brows liner mascara. I'll probably come back for mascara because I do have a Huda Beauty one that I can share with you guys. Let me go do that and I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so I did brows liner. Now we need mascara. I have two. My favorite is the One Coat Wow from Huda Beauty, but there's also the Legit Lashes. So One Coat Wow does everything I needed to do. Love that. But then depending on what you want it to do, there's curl and length, and then there is also volume. So you have two different style of wands. You can do both, and I love that. So I did have a variation of this with me in Germany, and then when I got home I had an unopened one. I've been loving the One Coat Out. It's really good, does everything I needed to do, and like I said, it's literally one coat. We're gonna use this one though because I haven't played around with it recently. So I'm gonna do the curl and length first and then volume. I did already curl my lashes, or no, did I? I don't think I did. It doesn't hurt to do it again just in case. All right, so curl and length first. And of course the bottom lashes. All right, and now we're gonna go into volume. Just so you can see like the comparison of like no mascara and then doing both. Do you need to do both? No, but I like doing. Look how full they look, like they're false lashes. So good. Absolutely love this mascara. Look how dramatic the lashes are compared to. All right, so we're going back into curl and length so we can do the other side. And literally I just did one coat of each. That's it. That's all I really needed. I do like this variation because there's two different styles of mascara. So depending on what you want, you could just do the curl and length, or you could just do the volume, or you can mix them both like I did. But when I'm traveling, I love being able to have like multiple mascaras, and technically I feel like with this product I do. All right, so we got that one. And so even with the curl and length compared to with the volume, definitely need the volume. I think it just adds a little bit of oomph. So dramatic. Did I need all the drama? No. And did I stab myself in the eye? Yes. It is tearing up right now. I'm really hoping that it doesn't start just coming out of my eye. Whew. Don't stab yourself in the eye. It doesn't feel good. Okay, setting powder. So I have the Easy Bake setting spray. I said setting powder. Setting spray. This is so good. Now, there is a ball bearing in here, and Huda did address this on her reels or stories. It's on her Insta. I know I saw it on there. But the ball bearing is literally the same size as like the little gap between the nozzle lid and the bottle. So they're looking at redeveloping the ball bearing or even the container, but like you can hear it right now. So I just shake it back and forth and then up and down and then back and forth. But if it gets stuck, she does say to just crack it open a little bit till you hear it release and then close it back down. I've had to do it a couple times, but for the most part, I just shake it differently. And it hasn't like gotten stuck yet. All right, so we'll do setting spray and then we'll do the lips. Wait, what are you doing? So good. We're gonna press it down. I always do two just in case. Especially like through the T-zone area. I just want that to stay put. Now for lips, and I always do my setting spray before I do my lips because it never fails. If I do my lips and then my setting spray, I somehow get liner or lipstick or lip gloss, and I am doing one of my favorite lip glosses from Huda Beauty. It never fails. So let's take my hair down, because if I'm gonna do gloss, I'm not doing all this after I put the gloss on. See, we just got the messy curls today. All right, I am using my Huda Beauty Contour 2.0 in Pinky Brown, one of my favorite shades. I love that it's just like the twist up top. And then if you need it pointy, you've got the little, I was watching a clip and I was like, someone went and sharpened this and I was like, oh no. The old variation, it was one of those pencil lip liners. The newest variation is not like that. I love how smooth and easy this is to apply. Very creamy. And I don't find it drying, so I love that. Seamless. Okay. I just like to blend in the edges. That way it's not super harsh when I put the lip gloss on. Also, if you need a lip liner that is like your lip but better, this one, there's a couple other brands that I use. I love this Pinky Brown. And then we're using the Faux Filler Lip Gloss. This is in the shade She Fire. It's weird because I haven't always been the type to gravitate towards brown lip glosses or lip liners or lipsticks. This year, that has changed. I have been gravitating towards it more and it is gorgeous. Look how glossy and juicy. I feel like, and actually I like this combo with this really pretty like berry and then the nudish brown lips. Really gorgeous. Okay, you guys, this is the final look and I really like how my makeup turned out. I just wanted to dive back into one of the brands that I've really enjoyed over the last couple of years and to be able to use like the entire line just to see what it looks like. So just to recap, we dove into like the Easy Blur Foundation, primer, the new Easy Bake Setting Spray, one of my very favorite lip glosses. Absolutely love how glossy and gorgeous the lips are. You guys are gonna have to let me know, do you like Huda? Are there certain products that you pick up from Huda? Like, I know I need to restock on my setting powder. I know that there's a couple things that I want to just kind of have as backups. Like I know that if they still have Tantour, I need to pick up a new one of those. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comments. Let's have that conversation. I'm really excited to know your thoughts and if there's any favorites that you have from the line. But you guys, before you leave, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications, new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.